pregame Week 12 as the Bills get to face their traditional AFC East opponent, the Indianapolis Colts. And top story of the week, the Bills lose to the Patriots by 6, the Colts lose to them by 29. The Bills win by 23 points? Game over, right?
Are you serious?
I mean, the Bills fought against the Patriots, a hard game, and Colts just got blown out. I think we don't even have to play this game.
Okay, I'll just start. You're forgetting about Week 4 when we lost 52-28 there. So there's kind of two sides to every story there.
The Patriots have gotten better. We're talking about we basically played the same team in back-to-back weeks, and we lost by a significantly lesser margin. So why do we bother playing this game? Look, I'm trying to get us a win.
Good.
And I thought you of all people would be behind this.
I'm excited, but it's a big game. I think it's very evenly matched. So do you think it's evenly matched, Nikki? I'm just going to throw it off to you.
Yeah, because Indianapolis has a good defense. Their front four is pretty good, and we haven't been great of sticking to the run. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game.
I mean, I don't want to off the top disagree, but I mean their run defense. I don't know. Last week they didn't look like they had any defense at all with 59 points, but
Belichick and Brady will do that to a lot of people. I think they wanted to go out. I think they see that Andrew Luck's going to be a good player for a long time, and they wanted to make a statement in their first game against him and be like, just so you know, like when we were on top, we smacked you around pretty good. But this does have wild card playoff implications. If we win this game, the Bills win, we're one game behind with the chance of having the tiebreaker against the Colts going forward, which would be huge. Do you see this as a defining game for the playoff race for the Bills, Jared?
Well, okay, let's take a look at the schedule that we have coming up. Here we go. I'm not going to do this forever, but let's just take a look. We got the Jaguars coming up. We got the Rams coming up. Dolphins, if they play bad again, there you go. There's 3 wins right there. The only challenging games we have left, in my opinion, are Seattle, the Jets, and this one. So this is a huge game in comparison to those 3.
And the Jets are in such a tailspin. By week 17, we might be playing, a little loop team.
I'm not going to underestimate the Jets. They've been destroyed. No, seriously.
Especially against the Bills.
Yeah, exactly. Against the Bills, they've destroyed us how many times in the past 3 years? I'm not writing that game off by any chance of the imagination. I thought the Colts game was going to be easy, but it's clearly not now. And with all the 4-6 teams, the 5-5 teams, and the fact the Indy is in the wild card, if the season ended today, this game is huge in comparison to the wild card standings. Like, we're all fighting for the wild card. We're not going to get past the Patriots. We're not going to win the division. I mean, come on.
Now, the AFC is packed full of 4-6 teams contending for wild card positions. It would seem that the Bills right now are fighting tooth and nail for a first-round road playoff game loss. Do you see that as... Is that something that you think we should be fighting for, Nakia? Or do you think maybe right now we wouldn't have to blow... If we're going to blow up the team, blow up the season, and try to improve going forward, hopes that maybe our children may someday see a championship in the city, like, is now the time? Or do you look forward to losing to whoever the third-place champion or third-place division-winning team in the AFC would be?
I think they need a playoff to get in the playoffs to build. Because, I mean, we haven't been to the playoffs in, 10, 11 years? So I think they need that to say, okay, we've had some improvement. So far, we've been 7-9. There's been no improvement. We've been stagnant. Even if we're 7-9 and we get in, it's an improvement. Because we've never done that before. I don't see us being 7-9 getting in. But if it happens, I think you need to say we made the playoffs. We've broken the streak of not being in the playoffs for 11 years.
You think that monkey on our back is big enough that just getting it off in any way possible, even if it means eliminating ourselves from contention for getting a quarterback that could win for us in the future?
Yeah. I mean, because it's our team is bigger than we just need a quarterback. He's not, I mean, yes, he's the problem, but he's not our, I wouldn't say he's our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is playing with the people that we have. So I wouldn't say that it's just the quarterback. So no, I would say play to get in the playoffs.
Jared, of course, you're the homer of the group.
Make the playoffs. I mean, simply put, or destroy everything. Get rid of the coaches, draft, quarterback, whatever. Then it's time, because obviously I know they've been talking about the 3-year rotation thing. I don't like doing that. I do agree you got to build, and just rotating every 3 years isn't working. But you got to shoot for the playoffs. I mean, look, start losing the games when we're out of contention, sure. But while we're still there and we're in the hunt board, then let's keep trying for this, guys. Why not?
Well, similar to Miami, the Colts defense, their pass defense is worse than ours, but their run defense is better. What do you see as the offensive strategy for the Bills going forward this week?
Same thing as last week. Actually run CJ. Keep doing that. I think that worked the first game. There was one drive where they ran him 3 times and they punted, but one drive. You know what I mean? The rest of the time he did good. So I don't see any reason why we need to deviate from that idea. Fitzpatrick threw it less than 30 times. I don't know if either one of you guys caught that, and we won the game. I know that's not exactly the formula because against the Browns,
the offense also scored zero touchdowns.
That was very frustrating, especially for those who were at the game, like Nikki and myself, seeing no touchdowns being scored on the board except for Leotis's. So, I mean, but I think against the Colts defense, which is significantly worse than the Dolphins, would probably do better on that end.
The Colts do have a rookie quarterback starting for them who's had moments of brilliance this season, but has also showed here and there that he can be taken advantage of. What do you think the Bills have to do, Nakia?
They have to do what they're supposed to do every week. They need to rush him. He's good, but he's a rookie, so he still gets nervous. If you put a lot of pressure on him, he's going to make bad throws like we saw him do last week. He's going to throw interceptions. He may not take the sack. He'll try to run, but that means somebody needs to catch him. So, I mean, he's still a rookie. He still can be rattled. So, we need to rattle him. We need to keep pressure on him.
The reincarnation of Peyton Manning. Is Andrew Luck the next great Indianapolis franchise quarterback?
I think maybe one day he could be good. When I first watched the game against the Patriots, because I did some scouting of my own, I thought, this guy's not a rookie. But then when I really looked at him, he showed some classic rookie stuff. First of all, he doesn't vary the snap count. If the Bills can actually think on defense and jump that snap count every time, they're going to get over the line each time. Also, in the pocket, Luck is very, when he gets pressured, he does not like to take sacks. He's very anti-sack, so that leads to, possible interceptions, like he had 3 against the Patriots. That leads to possible, just bad throws in general. If we're actually able to execute and get the pressure on, he's going to look like any other weak rookie. I mean, can he do some good stuff? And does he know offenses? Oh, yeah, but if you get pressure on him, he's going to get knocked back a little bit.
Topic of discussion this week, talking about our defensive backs making interceptions. We want to know, why did the Bills even play Aaron Williams? Is it because they used such a high draft pick on him that they could have had a couple quarterbacks who are starting this year instead of him? Or what is the reason that Aaron Williams, not this week because he's injured, but has been seeing as much playing time as he has?
I think it's just because Leotis didn't get the job done originally, and now he's actually looking pretty good at the corner position. I just think we didn't have anybody else there to put. And I don't know, I think a bad decision on the defense, to be honest. I can't really defend it that good, but just because of Leotis not looking good.
Nakia, do you have any opinions on Aaron Williams and his performance this year?
Well, I'm kind of with Jared. When you have somebody who's not performing, then you got to try somebody else. And since we did, you pick him at such high, it's like you got to see if he's worth what you spent for him. But, now that he's hurt, we won't see anything. Hopefully he'll be able to come back, but he's hurt, so now we don't know anything. We don't know what's going to happen.
Keys to the game this week. Nakia, what do you think the Bills have to do? If you could narrow it down to a sentence for us, what the Bills have to do to win?
Pass rush. They gotta rattle Andrew Luck. He's a rookie. He looks good, but he's still a rookie.
Run the ball. I mean, Fred Jackson's coming back. We still got to stick to the Spiller plan. Yay, we got 2 good running backs back again, but run C.J. Spiller. Use him.
Fred Jackson will be back for the game, but C.J. Spiller will be starting.
Right.
So I want to see a balanced offensive attack where they keep on using C.J. as the primary option, with Jackson to spell him maybe some more, and keep the ball out of Fitzpatrick's hands. That might be the shortest one for me. Just keep it away from Fitzpatrick. Don't let him ruin a game if our defense is managing to keep us in it. Don't let Fitzpatrick be the one who ruins it for us.
All right, more Wildcat Jashard choice plays.
I'm hoping for a good game this week, a real good game against 2 teams that should have both strong motivation to go out and play a good game against each other.
It'll be a good game.
I'm going to say that the Colts will win a tight game, 28-24.
Mine's close to yours, except opposite. 27-24 Buffalo.
Yikes, we all have the same score. I was going to say 27-23.
You can if you want.
Well, yeah, I'm saying 27-23, but I'm actually, as much as I would love the Bills to win, I think the Colts are going to unfortunately pull this out.
No,
We don't have the weather as a factor. They're playing inside. Everything's
True.
even. So I think the Colts are comfortable and they'll pull it out.
To maintain our integrity as analysts, we have to see it as how it is. I've already been accused of being a homer this year, and I can't stand it. I lay in bed and I'm thinking about it. Thank you, YouTube. Next week, we'll be playing Mike Mularkey and his Jaguars. So it's always good to see him on the sidelines. I still can't take his name seriously.